Hey guys, me again with another YouTube video. Today we're going to be taking a look at this. This is a MSMC as made popular by Black Ops 2. It is the modern submachine carbine. It is from an African country, I believe. I want to say South Africa, though I am not currently well versed in MSMC lore, obviously. There is a very particular reason that it actually looks like it currently does. For those of you who don't know, I do have my own Discord server, and we do have uh, a yearly weapon contest. And this year's weapon contest was to take a particular set from Lego Star Wars and build a weapon from it. And this was my submission to the contest, though I will obviously throw in the caveat that I can't win my own contest, so it's not like I was um, anywhere near like first place or anything. I actually did a lot worse than some of the other builders if you see what some of the other people were able to do. But essentially, this tests your skills as a true Lego builder in the form that you have a limited number of pieces to work with, specifically from the set, and only the color from the set, and you literally, that's it. That's all you have to work with. So I went for the MSMC because it's a submachine gun, essentially PDW style esque weapon, if you would like to call it that. And I figured it would be easier to do a smaller weapon than something large, especially with the amount of piece constraint that we were really working with. So this is what the actual MTT MSMC looks like. For those of you who basically haven't guessed it yet, the set that we were using was the MTT set, though it was the largest of the MTT sets that LEGO has released from LEGO Star Wars. And this is what we ended with, though I kind of want to show a little bit of the design process. So we're going to start with the set itself. This is what the set actually looked like before we absolutely destroyed it. So this is all nice and whole. Like I said, this is the largest MTT set that LEGO has ever done. Probably like the fans' most favorite of the sets. This is the first version of the work in progress. And as you can see, all chaos is going on. You have to remember that you cannot duplicate pieces. The only pieces that you can use are inside this particular set. So you have to dismantle the set one piece at a time in order to essentially find the pieces to build your gun. So you can see a little bit of the MSMC grip starting to take shape here. We've used the cheese slopes as much as possible to kind of round off the front. We're using headlight bricks in an old-fashioned way to be able to get these panels on their sides. There's literally like no 1x1s in this entire set that are square, so we have to use cylinders. We're using a lot of our hinge pieces here, honestly, to get the front of this grip rounded, and then this is how we actually set the angle of the entire grip, is using this Technic pin connection up here. Then we go into version 2 of the work in progress. As you can see, way more chaos happening all over the place as we literally take and move pieces all around trying to find a better place and home for things. And more of the MSMC starts to take place. Obviously, we get a better connection going on for the back of the grip here. We start doing a little bit of low receiver and everything. And we start trying to flesh out some of the more minor details. This leads us into version number 3, which at this point, most of the weapon is actually built, and only like a few minor things actually changed from this point on. So at this point, you can see that we rightfully so just destroyed most of the MTT. It's just an absolute shambles and pieces of being cannibalized for parts and seeing if they even work in our favor for the weapon. And then we obviously get the actual completed model, and I deleted everything else out of the way because of course. And this is what it looks like. So Pretty basic. It does feature the folding charging handle, so it does fold. It's on a hinge brick. This hinge brick is attached to some technique or something going on in here to get it sideways. This is all legal, by the way. To a sideways bolt, we went with sideways bolt for less friction, and because I don't have the bricks at the time to be able to do this, so we went with the sideways bolt, as you can see. The stock does move in and out. It does not lock into place, but it does move in and out. It is also built upside down to save on the total amount of parts used here to use these slopes essentially. You guys have basically already seen how this grip is made. Connection is done up here. It's just at a slight angle, held in place using these and a bracket brick turned upside down up here. Fire selector safety does move. It is ambidextrous on both sides, though this side is shorter because obviously your trigger finger goes on this side. The trigger is a robot with a claw piece on the end of it. Foregrip, pretty basic, nothing too much going on here. This is all kind of standard build with Legos type stuff. Basics sights in the form of this, because it's literally like all we had left. So as much side detailing as we could here with stud transitions to kind of show differences. As much sloping as we could get, and then the barrel nut and muzzle brake will all look like this, because that's all we could really do, honestly, with what we had. So I know that this is a jumbled mess, and you guys probably don't, you probably can't see most of this. So I actually have taken the time to change the color scheme to better show different parts of the actual weapon. This is just changing the color scheme. None of the pieces have actually changed on the weapon. Obviously, I can refine this even more by coming through and changing like these grill pieces to plates, these pieces to smooth tiles, these cylinders to 1x1s. Like there can still be some more refinement in the actual MSC. But for now, I switched the colors to kind of help people differentiate which parts of the gun were which. So that is pretty much it. If you were one of the people who competed in this actual contest, thank you so much for competing. If you're just a fan who's here to watch it, don't forget to check out my other videos and ask if you need to be invited into the Discord. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.